Hi, good afternoon, Ahmed. How are you doing today? It's good to reconnect with you. How's everything going?
Good afternoon, Raphael. Everything is fine in Ghana here. How are you too?
Fantastic. Thank you so much. For everyone watching,
Okay.
we have Ahmed Jamal who's contacting us from Ghana. So we thank you for your participation. The idea, Ahmed, is to create a space to invite international experts in business in different markets around the world to talk about the cultural and communication aspects of doing business in their countries. So we thank you for your time and your participation. And with all our other interviewees, we've asked them 7 questions, which I'll ask the same one for you, Ahmed, and we will start now. The first
Okay.
question, Ahmed, tell us a little bit more about you and what kind of work that you do, please.
Um, my name is Ahmed Jamal Idrisu. I come from Ghana and I've worked across both the private and the public sectors of Ghana. But currently, I've gone back to the classroom to impact knowledge and to do further research. So that's what I do currently.
Fantastic. Thank you. And I know you've traveled a lot as well. So you have this international mindset and experience. So thank you for participating. For the second question, Ahmed, what are the things you recommend people to do or say when they're first meeting or speaking with a person whom they might want to initiate a project or business opportunity together in Ghana? And also, what should someone not do or say as well?
Okay. When it comes to Ghana, the Ghanaian people are very friendly and very hospitable. And that is something that goes across almost everybody who comes to Ghana. The most important thing is that when you come to Ghana, your first contact you have to make with a person, it has to be in person, face to face. Ghanaians are getting used to the concept of online and telephone conversations. So the most important thing to do first of all is to meet the person in person and have a chat with the person. And they are very hospitable and they are very friendly. So there's no topic that you should worry about yourself about as to whether to discuss or not to discuss. Okay, on the first point, of course, the pleasantries is they are ready to share the pleasantries with you, and then you can take it from there and keep the conversation from there. Culturally, we are taught it doesn't matter because Ghana has a very diverse culture, very diverse culture. Because in Ghana alone, we speak no less than 100 different languages, 100 different cultures. You understand what I'm saying? But what is common among all the cultures is the fact that hospitality is the number one thing, and we welcome people from other parts of the world. We are always taught to be very hospitable and to accept anybody who comes to us. So that is not a problem at all when it comes to Ghana, as I can say. Yeah.
Fantastic. No, it's very clear, and it's also very welcoming, right? For if you're a
Yeah.
foreign business person or someone to visit, it's good to know that they can have this hospitable human contact with the locals, and that's important. So people need to write this down and understand that. So
Yeah.
thank you, Ahmed. Perfect. For the third question, then, we recognize that it's important to have a deeper cultural understanding of a local place when doing business there. What cultural aspects might be considered when doing business in Ghana?
Okay. When it comes to doing business in Ghana, the culture has always been the fact that, first of all, you need to let the person understand what you are trying to do or what you are trying to get into. Okay. People are ready to assist and they are ready to even recommend other people to you if they know they are not in the position to do what you are asking them to do or what business you want to do with them. They are ready to recommend you to other people. Now, the most important thing is that the culturally, okay, we accept everybody. The only thing they don't want to do is to see yourself as different from them. They don't see you as different from they themselves. They want to see you as one, okay? And they want to give you whatever possible assistance they can give you, as long as it is within their what, it is within their knowledge and within their power and within their what, their comfort zone. If they're not comfortable, they'll tell you straight away that they're not comfortable. Okay. And the most important thing when you meet the person for the first time, okay, the smile and the handshake is important. It's critical. And then if you can learn any Ghanaian dialect in terms of welcome, or good morning or just a greeting, then it breaks the ice for you. Okay, so that's why whenever you come to Ghana, you say Akwaba, Akwaba. Akwaba in Akan means what? Welcome. They always say it to you. Okay, so if you say, oh, thank you. If you learn just a few of those things in any dialects in that one of the major dialects in Ghana, you are good to go. It breaks the ice for you, and then it makes you even more comfortable. So culturally, Ghanaians don't have a problem at all when it comes to having new people or going to different places to do business. They don't have a problem with that at all. Yeah.
Great, very very clear. Thank you, Ahmed. This personal connection and, like you said, identify something in common with a person, perhaps a word like you said. Later, I'm going to ask you to send me that word in writing so I can.
I'll do that. I'll send you about 3 or 4 different dialects. I'll tell you this one is this dialect, this one is this dialect, this one is this dialect.
Perfect. Very important. And what you said is very, very important. I mean, it breaks the ice right in the beginning, and people already welcome you and accept you. And smile.
Yeah.
Smile is the most powerful tool that we all have. And it's free to smile.
Yes.
So thank you, Ahmed. Very clear. So moving to the fourth question, Ahmed, if someone does not speak English, what do you suggest a foreigner wants to come in or start a business there do to be able to communicate more successfully with the locals in Ghana, to be able to do business there? You mentioned there's 100 different languages there, but I understand English is still the business language. Can you explain a little bit? And if they don't speak English, how do they do business there, please?
What I would suggest to that person is the fact that because the person doesn't speak English, it's always better to get, there are a group of translators, business translators, okay, who are already in Ghana here. So it's better to contact a translator to be able to assist you to get through some of the things that you do. And these translators are professional. And that is why these days you can see that the Chinese have come to, and a lot of Chinese have come to Ghana. So the Mandarin they speak, because the university, almost all the universities in Ghana now have a Chinese language center. Okay, they have a Spanish language center. As for French, it's not a problem at all because we are bordered by French countries across almost all the borders of Ghana, to the west, to the north, and to the east. We are bordered by French-speaking people. So French is not a problem. So you can even get people locally speaking French, especially in those areas. Okay. Any other language other than those ones? Spanish, we have people who speak Spanish. Okay. All right. And the Languages Institute is also there to assist, and you can get your translations and your communication going on very well for you. Because most of them are professionals as well, so they're able to assist people in that direction.
Great. No, very, very good insights. There are professionals who work in this area, so the key is to seek out and look for them to.
And then just look for one, and then you are good to go.
Yeah, to join them in the meetings and everything. Okay, perfect. Got it. Thank you so much, Ahmed. The fifth question: to get better results in visibility or sales, what are your recommendations on the most effective ways to do marketing for products or services in Ghana? And this has to do a little bit also with the channels, like what do they use social media more? What do you suggest?
Social media uptake has gone up, and internet penetration has gone up almost 85% as we speak. And the social media is a very, 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 very active space now for marketing. But apart from that, Ghanaians also like their traditional TV and radio. So they even listen to the TV and they watch the TV or they listen to the radio using internet services. Okay. So even though social media has come up very strongly of late, all right, the radio and the TV is also part of the communication or the ways of reaching out to customers. Okay. And sometimes they also do these exhibitions and this float. We call them floats in Ghana. I don't know how you call them, where they put a product on a low loader trailer. Then you have music blasting everywhere, and they are going about talking about and sharing flyers. That's what they do. They like that one too as well in Ghana. So basically, social media is strong, very, very strong. I wouldn't have said that when we met the first time in Israel. I wouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Okay. But since 2015 till now, the explosion is just massive. It's just massive. And then there has been a deliberate government policy to ensure that everything is digitalized. in our economy, so that even payment systems have been digitalized, transport systems digitalized, purchase, everything. So internet service and then social media have become a very big aspect of our economy now.
Great. No,
And we have about 4 major mobile network operators. Apart from that, we also have internet service providers. We can't even count them. There are a lot.
wow.
There are a lot. So it's a very booming sector of the economy.
No, that's thank you, and that's very important. Yeah, you need to be digitalized to catch up with what's happening in the world. But Ahmed, social media specifically, what social medias, which platforms do you think are more Facebook, Instagram? What is more used, and for what purpose?
Facebook, Instagram. Even now we are talking about X, Twitter. Twitter is active. X is very active. And then we also have TikTok is still active in Ghana. Unfortunately, we haven't banned it, so it's still very active in Ghana. And then people use it a lot. Okay, and then LinkedIn, the professionals use LinkedIn a lot. Okay, yeah. So almost all the social media handles, the popular ones, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they are all very active, depending on whoever you are, and they use it. Professionals use LinkedIn for professional connections and their marketing and all those things. Targeted marketing for a certain sector or group of people. Okay, but the most common one they use now is Facebook. Facebook is very, very common.
Okay, yeah. No, very, very good, because someone watching this video, a company that's coming to the market in Ghana, they'll understand that it's important to create a company page on Facebook or Instagram, because that, or LinkedIn, because that people are using it. So okay, cool, fantastic. Thank you, Ahmed. The 6th question has a lot to do with empathy, right? Connecting with the locals. If a business partner in Ghana wants to get to know you better, wants to invite you to a local coffee, tea place, restaurant, or even a virtual happy hour, like through Zoom or Google Meet, what kind of topics do people in Ghana like to talk about that's not related to business? What do people talk about in the coffee place, in the coffee shop?
Oh, coffee shops. First, number one is politics. Politics is the life of most Ghanaians. Then when you move from politics, you go into sports. Okay? Ghanaians know much about the English Premiership than the local Premiership in Ghana, to be honest with you. So whatever is happening in the Premiership, in the Bundesliga, in the Spanish La Liga, those ones, they are very comfortable to talk about it. Okay? Some sectors also talk about basketball and athletics. Okay? Then the next thing is entertainment. So these are the things they talk about a lot. But politics mostly is number one. But among a certain group of people between the ages of 25 and below to 18 years, they talk more about sports. They talk more about sports. And they talk more about football in the other country. And I can tell you the average Ghanaian now, about the age of 35 and below, when you ask them about Ghana football, they can't tell you anything about Ghana football. But they can tell you almost everything about Bundesliga, Premiership, Spanish La Liga. They even know more Brazilian players than you might even know. Rafael, I know you're a football fan, but they know Brazilian players more than you. And they follow them. Okay? All right. So these are the things that you can talk about. You can talk about, but because if you're not very confident with the politics, you can go into the sports sector. You can start your conversation from the sports, entertainment, and then and even world politics. Let me be frank with you. They know what is happening in America and the UK more than any other thing. So these are the things that they talk about when they go to the coffee shop and all those things.
Good. It's a large array of topics, and it's interesting because I've talked to other people in these interviews, and some people say don't talk about politics at all. But it's good to know. It's good to know in Ghana it's something that's acceptable. People, of course, you have to respect and the way to communicate, but it's important that they have an interest in this topic. So that's good to know. And sports for sure. When I was younger, I played a lot of football, soccer, and I had a lot of friends from Ghana, and we talk about football a lot. So back in the days, I know the interest. The interest is high.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you, Ahmed. The last question I think you answered a little bit before, but you can clarify again in this question. What is the one word that everyone should learn how to say in English in the context of Ghana, and why? Why is this one word or phrase? Why is it important?
I will narrow it down to thank you. I will narrow it down. I would have said welcome. We have welcome and then thank you. These two words. Ghanaians respect it a lot. Ghanaians want you, when you show appreciation to a Ghanaian, they take it so seriously and they take it so personal. Okay? They want to do something for you and you show appreciation. Appreciation by just saying thank you. Okay? And when you say thank you, at least you make the person feel very, very, very satisfied and very, very ready to assist you in almost everything that you do. So appreciative words, they are very conversant with that. And to some extent, the welcome and then the smile to just get them to come closer to you to know that Ali, you are ready to open up. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so that's what I can say. That the word thank you is very, very critical in the Ghanaian society. And I will send you how we say thank you to in other languages. Okay, I'll send you welcome in other languages, about 5 languages, and I'll send you thank you to in 5 languages. So at least you can add it to. Yes.
Perfect. No.
So at least when somebody's coming, the person will understand that these 2 words. When you are at least just pick one and learn one. When you learn one, because some are so universal that it doesn't matter which part of the country you come from. It's common that we speak some kind of common language. So the moment you say it, even if the person is not from that place, the person understands what you are saying and the person knows what you are saying, and makes it easier for them.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. No, please send that. I think it's very valuable for people to send it. No, thank you. Thank you. Then.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. No, thank you for this enlightening conversation. I think I personally learned a lot. I've had a lot of Ghanaian friends when I was younger. When I traveled, I played a lot of football with them. But I learned a lot. I learned a lot in our conversation. So I'm sure a lot of people watching us will value all those insights. I want to thank you again for your time, and I appreciate you sharing your insights, experiences, recommendations. Any final comments or recommendations for anyone here watching?
Oh, I would just say that Ghana is open for business, and Ghana is open for everybody to come. Ghana is a place that is a melting point of all cultures, and we accept everybody because we are very hospitable people. Okay, so just feel free to come to Ghana, and maybe when you come, you won't like to go back to Rio. But I know Rio too is very nice.
No, I want to go to Ghana, and we'll go to a coffee shop and speak about football for sure. So
you have no problem. You have even the pubs. The pubs, they speak football. They do football. They everything. Okay. It's not just coffee shop. Even the pubs.
Of course.
Yes.
No, for sure. Let's. I hope to go soon. I really am curious. I want to discover more of Ghana. Okay. But thank you, Ahmed. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Raphael.
Thank you, and have a great day. Thanks so much.
You too.
Bye.
So let's keep in touch. Bye bye. Bye bye, my friend. Bye bye.